Okay. So, you guys, today we are talking about confidence. And the reason this kind of came to mind is because I got dressed this morning. I have to go to work in an hour, and I'm dressed like a Von Trapp child from the renowned musical Sound of Music. And what I mean by that is I'm wearing a dress, which I made, and underneath the dress, it's kind of short. I have shorts that I also made, and I'm wearing little Mary Jane shoes. And I just feel like a Von Trapp child when they're walking around the city, exploring the city of Salzburg. And if you're wondering why I know so much about The Sound of Music, it's because I have literally watched it since I was a little child. So I really got inspired by Maria and the song she sings when she's going to the Von Trapp house. Wow, this is literally just a Sound of Music trivia episode. But she sings, I have confidence in confidence alone. So she's singing about how she is gonna be a great nanny to these kids and how she's has confidence in herself that she's gonna do great work. And honestly, from the film, we can see we can see that she is really is confident in herself, and she's so like witty, and that's kind of like what you need to go through life. And she's has a good humor about when the kids like kind of try to pull pranks on her and mess with her. And I don't know, it's like now that I'm really thinking about it, she's amazing because already she was in a freaking okay, well, I forget what it's called, but like nunnery, if you will. Like she's in the whatever, she's trying to become a nun. All the nuns hate her. They literally call her a clown in one of the songs. Anyways, and so she just has to really find this confidence within herself in the nunnery. What is it? Oh, the abbey is what it's called. And she's scared to go be a nanny to these kids, but then she goes and she does it. She finds true love, and they escape the Nazis at the end of the day. So that's what's most important. But she does the damn thing and she does it really well. And she does it with the power of song. So, maybe today I will sing a song to you guys. Anyways, this episode is talking about confidence in you because this is from coming from Maria, Miss Julie Andrews. We love you, okay? So, I want to talk to you guys about how I found confidence in me because it's hard. It is so hard to like be confident in yourself. Even if you like know yourself really well, you like are a confident person, there can be situations that just knock you down. I've had so many situations where I'm like, what the fuck? What did I just like? Why did I say that? Why did I do that? Whatever. Questioning myself when I know in my heart that I'm just a human. We're all just people. We're just trying to figure it out. There's literally like nothing wrong. Everything was probably fine in those situations, but I'm doubting myself. So, I'm going to share with you guys some really awkward situations and how I handled it and how I learned from it, and it helped me kind of gain confidence in myself. And like knowing that maybe I wasn't the problem necessarily in that situation. Well, okay, so the first one that comes to mind, because this was literally yesterday that this happened, I was at the beach. And this particular beach was extremely crowded, like the most crowded I have ever seen this beach because the surf was going off. It was insane. Like it was so nice. So obviously everyone's there because it's perfect day, perfect surf. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm looking outside and it's just like another beautiful day and I don't really want to go to work, but you got to do what you got to do. So, anyways, I'm walking down, I'm seeing every single person ever that I've ever met in my life. Wave to some people who have known me. They knew me when I was a child, maybe because they worked for my dad or something. I waved to someone and he just looked right through me. That was really awkward. That made me so uncomfortable. But I was like, honestly, hopefully he just thought I was waving to someone behind him. Maybe that's better. Yeah, men are also just oblivious. So I'm giving him benefit of the doubt, whatever. The really awkward situation that I had was with this girl that I've known since elementary school. She dated one of my high school classmates. So I've been around her. She knows who I am. And I'm walking past her. She's walking the opposite direction. She looks at me. I look at her. She looks down. And I'm like, hey, her name. We're going to keep this anonymous because, small island. And she doesn't even look at me. She literally like keeps looking down and is like looking at her friend basically. And she's like, hi, Sophie. And I was like, the fuck? Like, I literally was like, hi, like so happy. Like, oh my God, hey, like whatever. She's like, hi, Sophie. And like this tone, maybe I'm exaggerating, but in this like tone that like she was annoyed with me for saying hello, which is like a polite thing. I don't know. So, anyways, I called my homie, my bestie Westie. I called her and I was like, guess who I just fucking saw? Sorry, I didn't mean to swear just now, but I was enraged. I was like, guess who I just saw? And I was like, told her the situation. She was like, what the fuck? That's really weird. That is a weird situation. So I wasn't crazy. Obviously, I'm not the insane one in this situation. That girl that didn't even look at me when she said hi is the weird one in that situation because like just be polite. Literally, it's a 2-second interaction. My friend was saying that like they used to be really close, and then she started to get weird after she and my high school classmate broke up. And so, yeah, so it kind of helped me to feel better knowing that I'm not the problem. She has her own issue with like her ex's classmates, like me, even though like I wasn't really like hanging out with them very often. And so okay, let me just put it this way. Talking to my friend kind of gave me a little bit more confidence about that situation because I was like, okay, I'm glad I called someone to like affirm my emotions about this weird situation and it kind of just shifted my mindset. If that makes sense. Does this make sense? So anyways, helped me feel a little bit better, less terrible because I was like, "What the fuck? What did I do, girl?" Like, anyways, so yeah, it kind of helped me with like feeling a little bit more confident about myself because I was like, "Okay, obviously I'm not the problem." But yeah, people just can be weird and people can knock you down, and I think that it's really hard to have confidence when you have to deal with different types of people who have different types of personalities and you don't know how they're gonna, treat you because at the end of the day, people can just be straight up rude. I almost said a bad word, but I decided not to. And like, I don't know. It's too frequent that people are so unkind. I can't stand it. Like why has like there become this normalization of just being like an unkind person? I don't know, it makes me sad cuz like life is way too short to be a fucking well, but like truly like an unkind person, like a not nice person. And so I think that that also can come from insecurity and people don't know how to go about, interacting with other people and making sure that they're giving other humans grace to, try to, meet other people. I feel like there's a really big phenomenon going on over here on Kauai is that a lot of new people are moving to Kauai, which is really frustrating for the people that have like grown up here that want to be able to live here and not okay, obviously like that's less important, but like, Hawaiian lives, this is like their land and it's just making the prices of rent and housing just go way up and people that are like from Hawaii can't even afford to live here anymore. That's a whole other issue. But a lot of people are moving here from the mainland, working, whatever. They're just trying to make it over here. And they are some of the rudest people I have ever met. It blows my mind. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I'm swearing because I'm pissed off. If you're going to come to Kauai, a beautiful oasis paradise where you are so lucky to be able to find community here, first of all, and you're gonna be a mean person, and you're gonna be mean to the people that have lived here for their whole lives and expect to find a place here? Like, what kind of mindset is that? Because then I think if someone is trying to be nice and reach out and, maybe you work with this person or whatever it is, and you try to be friends with them, and they're mean to you? Huh? How do you expect to find a place here when you're gonna be rude like that? Anyways, I need to go back to confidence, but that was just my little rant because people are just so mean nowadays and makes me freaking irritated because all I'm trying to do is be nice and have good interactions. But for some reason, all I get is awkward interactions with rude people. Okay, so let's get into how to find confidence in yourself and feel better about these awkward situations. So the first step obviously is to really get to know yourself. I think it's scary for a lot of people to be alone with their thoughts. I don't know, maybe that's shifted, but I feel like for a long time people were like, "Oh, I hate being alone." Like generally, like I would see on social media and stuff. But I think that you really, really have to get to know yourself in order to feel like a lot of confidence in yourself and know that you're an awesome person. You're a cool fucking person, no matter what you're doing or not doing or whatever you're doing, wherever you live, if you're going to school, you are so cool. Anyways, you are so cool. That's the point. And you just need to know that in yourself. And I think like it is so hard to always feel that way and remind yourself of that because boy, do I get down on myself. Boy, do I say some mean things to myself. Um, yeah. So figuring out yourself, here are some things like what I try to do, what I have done. Also, it's just about life experience. Like getting out there and doing things by yourself, that's one of the biggest ways to really gain a lot of confidence in yourself. But here are some like at home things that you can do if you're like still not confident enough or whatever, you just don't feel comfortable going out into the world and doing the things by yourself because sometimes it's nice to have someone to like go to the beach with. So, the first thing that I think can help boost your confidence a lot is a hobby. I think that my knitting has really given me a lot of confidence because it's something I can do alone. And I don't know, I just feel like it's helped me settle, like calm my brain a lot and given me this opportunity to just sit with my thoughts and I can also do it with friends, but like it's something that I'm kind of like rooting myself in if that makes sense. And I'm really like taking the time, slowing down and just being there with my thoughts and the stitches of the needles on the needles. So, really yeah, like figuring out a hobby. Also, having a hobby is an amazing beautiful thing because you can create. You can literally make things. Like also with sewing for me. Like I love sewing. Like I said, I made this dress that I'm wearing. If you're watching a video, and it's was so fun to make it. Like it definitely was a challenge, but like I overcame that like by myself just by problem solving. And I don't know, I feel like once you have something that's only for you, that you can also, share with other people, but it's only for you, that gives you a lot of confidence because you know in yourself, oh, like I can make that. It just, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain it, but I hope that that makes sense, and I hope that that gives you guys some inspiration. Also, I really, really, really want to get into pottery. I just don't know how to get into that. So, okay, so the next one. Let's get into the next one because I kind of have to hurry because I gotta go to work soon. Is figuring out your style. I think that when you know what your style is and you really like your style and you're not afraid to wear it, it just boosts you so much. Like, honestly, like when I'm wearing a cute outfit, I feel so good about myself and I feel like genuinely like the coolest person. Like right now, I feel so cute. Even though I was literally making fun of my own outfit, fucking at the Von Trapp child. Like I don't care because I know I look good. I feel good, and so I can say whatever I want about. Okay, you guys, I'm literally let me show you my shoes that I'm wearing because people are gonna think these are the weirdest freaking shoes ever. But I love these shoes. They're Tobbies, so like my big toe is separated from the rest of my toes. I'll post a picture. But like I don't care if they're weird because I genuinely love them so much. Like they're actually everything I want in a shoe. I love a Mary Jane and I feel like it's been like such a weird road for me to find the perfect Mary Jane, but I found the perfect Mary Jane for me. Does that make sense? So, figuring out what you like to wear and your style is gonna like honestly skyrocket your confidence. I think that everyone should at least have a Pinterest board to figure out their most like craziest and funkiest style and just really like get into it and just have fun with it because there is so much clothes in the world. Secondhand, by the way. I know I talked a lot about consumption last week, but truly, like, if you're trying to figure out your style on a budget, go thrifting, go to cheap thrift stores because there's so much and you have such a big opportunity. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. It can just be figuring out what fits you comfortably, how you want your clothes to fit, and getting a few pieces that you really, really like. I'm pretty sure I had a whole episode about how to find your style a while ago. So maybe go listen to that. I don't remember anything that I said. But definitely, your style is just going to help you so much. Pinterest is going to help you so much. And yeah, I don't know. That's just like personally for me, that's what I think boosts my confidence so much. Another thing is okay, maybe this is just like, this isn't good advice, but I think that this can help a lot is having a home, having your apartment, your bedroom, wherever you are, be decorated the way that you really, really like it. Having plants, like as you if you're watching on video, you can see I have my plant here. She's back. I don't know where she went. My mom probably took her and put her somewhere else. But yes, I have my plant back. I have a few other plants in my room. And honestly, it makes like a world of difference. It really just livens it up. But yeah, I think that having a good, comfortable room where you feel it's like very cozy, you have some candles to light, you have like your desk or wherever you want to like your vanity, you can do your makeup there. If it's comfortable for you and you can come home and you can feel safe and cozy and like it's just perfectly organized. I think that that can honestly give you a lot of confidence because you know that you have this space that's only for you and it's honestly like a safety thing and you can kind of go through your day even if, you're not feeling so good, you can know that you have a safe, cozy place to go home to. And honestly, that is such like a privilege. I feel like that's such like a special thing to have. And so I think that that's something else you can really find confidence in. But you know what? Whatever it is that gives you confidence, keep doing it. If you carry a camera around with you everywhere and you take pictures, I feel like that could even give you confidence. Like being able to see the world through a camera lens is such a awesome thing because people don't have an eye for photography. Sorry, that's hard. But Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different small, like, random things you can find confidence in. Maybe wearing a certain necklace that you can hold and it makes you feel confident. Or, I don't know, getting a tattoo. I feel like my tattoos have given me a lot of confidence because honestly, it's like a conversation starter. You know what? I think that you got this. You can find confidence. And if you're struggling with it, just try different things and don't give up because you're an awesome person. You can freaking do it. You can conquer the day. Speak up in class, speak up at your job, do what you gotta do. I don't know. I feel like life is so difficult sometimes, but it doesn't have to be because we're all in this together and we can do this together. We can find confidence together. We can find confidence in our friend groups and our support systems. And I think that that's also a really big place for you to find confidence. Having a solid support group is like a top priority, especially for me. I have my mom. I talk to her like every freaking day pretty much, especially in New York cuz like it's hard out there. It's really difficult. And I think that there's no shame in calling your mom or calling your dad every day to make sure that, you have someone to hear you and walk you through your problems almost. So, you know what, guys? Do what you gotta do. Let me know what you do for confidence because I, I'm always looking for tips. I'm always looking for tips. I'm trying to share my tips, but I'm still struggling with confidence. Of course, every single day is a struggle, but we got this. We're going to get there. We're going to get wherever we need to go. Okay, I've said the same thing like 10 times over. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Yeah, don't forget to freaking subscribe and like and follow on Spotify and turn on the notification bell and do all those things because I'm posting podcasts again. My goal for this year is to literally post a podcast every week, every 2 weeks, who knows. But yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye.